God knows. Woo! Oh my!
I need to be over a little bit more.
Hi guys, how are you doing, guys? Everybody,
Good morning.
Hi everybody.
Good morning.
What's going
Good
afternoon.
on?
Yeah, good afternoon.
I know, good afternoon. Yes.
4Sisters Live Talk. We're here.
We are here.
Yes.
I
despite
love
the
it.
weather, despite that weather.
Well, we're in this position that we got to come, whether it's sleet, hail, rain,
Sleet,
snow.
yeah.
Unless they shut the city down, we got to be here.
We'll be here. We will be
Look
here.
at these two here.
I know, they're like Christmas. I know, I was going to tell everybody we're black, but they're
Time
all
to get
in
into the spirit.
It's time to get into the spirit. I'm in the spirit. I think the snow.
It made it beautiful.
Yeah, because at first I was like, it's 80 degrees.
Now I'm really in the spirit because I love snow.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
The first snow is always important to me.
Now, that traffic was amazing coming in. I just like, woo.
Yeah, but
If you have to be out there, you must really have to be out
well,
there.
people have to know how to drive.
Yeah.
Take your time,
They can't
ladies
drive.
and
Take your
gentlemen.
time. They think because there's not any snow maybe on the streets, on the highway, it's still slick out there.
No, but I had this guy that he was like in and out, and I'm like, God,
Stay
please
still,
pray on this brother, because he was on the verge of having a serious accident. And then, like I said, as we were coming in, there was an accident and two police cars on the side. So it was like,
Okay.
these guys need to slow down in this kind of weather. You just can't play with it.
No, not at all. This is not. the weather.
So how you been?
Been good?
We are great since last week. I think we're just.
The big week.
I'm doing great in spite of the situation. I just came from. I may be a little glittery and red, but the color that was one of the colors for my sister friend who passed away.
Yeah.
And today
so
was her
sorry.
homegoing service, and she loved red.
Love red.
That was her
Man,
favorite
that
color, and so is
represents
mine. And so is mine.
Mine.
So we all had red on, and
Awesome.
so I'm kind of, in my spirit, kind of down, but I'm lifted up because I know that she's smiling and she's a beautiful sister. Well, it's 40 years of friendship.
There you
Yeah.
go.
40 years of friendship. So
Diane is calling.
Oh, we got a
Got a
call.
call.
All right, Diane.
We haven't even gotten warmed up yet.
I know.
It's like, just got in
That's
the car.
good.
That's
But
good.
so let's say what's going on.
She
But
has
I know
her
we're
event.
talking about what's
Right.
going on. What's
Yeah,
going on?
well,
What's
let-
going on?
Oh,
Not
wow.
Linda, but Diane's calling in. She's got something going on.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Diane.
Oh, how are you?
Hi, Diane.
Good morning.
Good morning.
afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Oh, yeah, good
afternoon.
The chairman in a
Diane, are you on a cell phone?
Am I on what?
You on your cell phone?
No, I'm not. I'm on a land.
Okay, turn your something down. If you're trying to hear yourself while you talk, that's going to get a feedback.
I'll off a speaker.
Yeah, take off a speaker, sweetie.
I'm off a speaker.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, let's try it again.
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing?
Well,
Good afternoon, Diane.
Yeah, you guys sound very energetic, and I'm glad to hear everyone, even with all this little snow flurry stuff we're having.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, everything is just going to be great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Diane, we open up the show today just to talk about what's going on in our community, and your timing is just perfect.
Great.
So, you want to share with us what you have going on in the community?
Yes. As a result of getting my foundation set up recently this year, we are about getting the participants, everyone who's involved, get their mind, body, and spirit aligned through research-based programs. And these programs are all about the health, wellness, empowerment, and enrichment of individual lives.
Awesome.
We're having our flagship event December 17th right here at the Doubletree Hilton up on Basil Court. So that will be from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, December 17th.
Awesome.
What's the name of your organization?
Happy Minds Foundation.
Okay, Happy Minds.
I love that.
We
Happy
need that.
Minds.
We need Happy Minds. That
Happy
sounds
Minds.
great.
Happy Minds Foundation.
And you can hear our Happy Minds today, can't you?
We are happy.
Yes, see there we go.
I love being happy. That's my middle name, being happy. Okay.
Great.
Well,
great.
thank you so much, Diane,
Thanks,
for
Diane.
sharing.
And thank you for asking me to share.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you, Diane, is there a phone number if anyone want to get information
yes,
about your event? Is there a number you would like to give us?
Yes, that number is 301-324-1294. Let me repeat it again. 301-324-1294. Or individuals can go onto Facebook at facebook.com/Happy Minds Foundation. They can go to our Facebook page, get all the information. They can make arrangements to pay through PayPal or however they want to pay.
So, Diane, is that Happy H-A-P-P-I or H-A-P-P-Y?
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Happy H-A-P-P-I.
Oh,
M as in money, I-N-D-S.
Okay. Perfect.
Spelling.
I love
Right.
it.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Diane.
And thank you. I'm listening to the program after you all push me off the air.
Okay, continue to
Diane, can I
listen.
ask you one thing?
Sure.
What's going to happen at this event?
Well, what's going to happen
Yeah.
is that we're having some very dynamic national and international speakers. And what they will be presenting in their own way is what it's going to take for you to get your mind, body, and spirit aligned. They will bring it from 3 different perspectives. And a person can't help but to get it when it's given to you 3 different ways.
Wow.
Okay.
So it is just going to be phenomenal. We have Linda Clemens, who is our body language expert
Body
and top
language.
salesperson in the United States.
Awesome.
We have Joshua Smith, who's going to bring it to you from a visceral perspective.
Yes.
And we're going to have Darlene Brown,
Yep.
who is bringing it from her own experience, what she has been through personally, and bring it on down home and show you what is needed for you to transform your life.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it. Love it.
So 3 different perspectives. So everyone's got to get it. That's why I am so excited about it.
That's why you're so happy, right?
I am happy, yes, indeed.
Okay. Awesome.
Wonderful. Well, Diane, we appreciate you again, and you continue to listen and spread the word about 4Sisters Live Talk, okay?
I sure will.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Di.
All right, and I know the show will be successful. Y'all just keep it going by keeping it going.
Amen.
right.
Thank
You got
you.
it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Happy
Thanks,
holidays.
Okay, and I'll see everyone on the 17th then.
See you next
Perfect.
week.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye now.
Bye.
Wow, that's
Oh,
exciting.
That's a good
We're
one.
excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Peg, how were you today? I mean, I know you got to woo-saw down a little
Yeah,
bit,
girl.
girl.
I tell you, this week has been amazing. I mean, oh,
She got ready to pump you up.
Got something for you if you
She
need
got
it.
something for
Just
you.
in case,
Just
just
need a
in
little
case.
more energy.
Yeah, new little
She'll
energy.
squirt you up.
man, I love this. We got to talk about this.
Okay.
I love
Yeah,
that.
this is
Yeah.
good.
Awesome.
It
awesome.
is good.
But it's been an amazing week. It's been good. Every day I get up and I look for beautiful things to happen. I really do. And it's amazing when it comes in a day when it just right after each other, just bam, bam, bam. It gets too good, like you said. Well, wait a minute. What's about to happen?
I know, right? You have to look. Okay,
too
this
good.
is right. We always think that way, but you know what? We have to be living in that
Yeah,
moment and expect
yeah.
great things every day.
And you know what happened this week that was awesome? We had, we do each month what is called our Sister Circle Business Network Meetup.
Yes.
And what we kind of put a twist to it that we allowed individuals to come in and talk about a business
It was
opportunity.
awesome this weekend.
Wasn't it?
This week.
It
yes,
was,
it was.
yes,
Oh
it was
my
good.
It was
God.
awesome.
It was so powerful.
Here's one right here.
Yes.
You did an awesome job.
It was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Your energy
That's right.
was
All
just
of us was
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
all
all
there.
there.
Thank
Your
you.
energy was off the chain. I loved it.
I love the
Thank
format.
you.
The format was
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
And everyone got a chance to really learn and participate
Yeah.
and to actually get answers from the persons on the panels, and I thought that was really
Yeah,
great.
it was awesome.
amazing. It was the first time we'd done that, and I said, well, let's try it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I tell you, these folks did not want to leave.
No.
No, they didn't.
They didn't want to go
There's a
home.
lot of energy in the room.
It is.
A lot of great information.
Positive,
Yes,
positive
yes,
energy.
yes,
A lot of
yes.
great information. So, you know, we got to keep this up because this is what we're going to need moving into the
Yeah.
new year.
We want our people to be empowered financially.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
you know, like what Diane called earlier, and she talked about being empowered. You know, mentally, physical, and
Yes.
all other, but also you got to be financial because that plays a role
Yes.
in all that we do.
Absolutely.
And I was just impressed. I was happy just to see the energy in the room. You don't know when you put something together like that how it's going to roll. You know what I'm saying? Until you actually see it unfold. And when it unfolds, it was just amazing. And Charlene, I purposely had her go on at the end. Purposely
I thought
done.
so.
She was like a star.
I mean,
I know, she was
put
Mr.
the
Hollywood.
script
You were so Hollywood.
She was
So Hollywood.
so diva.
but
she was
but
so-
informing and
She
At
knew
the same
she
time.
knew everything. No,
Yeah.
you knew
Yeah.
exactly
So
what you wanted to
informational.
say.
Yeah.
You were really right there, and
You drew us in.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was
Thank
just
you.
the energy in the room.
Yeah.
So I applaud all that came out. For those who didn't make it, we understand, but you missed a good one.
You missed a really
missed a
good
good
one
one.
because we had is that J.R. Fenwick was in the
J.R.
house.
J.R.
Like you missed
Fenwick.
J.R. Fenwick when it came to money and stocks. Like
Yeah.
I am not that person when it comes to stocks.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
technology,
Yeah.
but stocks. Like I want to know about
Trying to learn
stocks.
that,
Yes.
right. I've been wanting to
Yeah.
be educated on that.
And it's
for
got
the
a session
longest
right
time.
now. It's going on. I think it started at 11 o'clock.
We should leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Have
should.
them on.
He wouldn't mind us showing
Yeah,
up. Trust
right.
me.
We have to have
him
We're
on
gonna
the
have him
show.
on.
We have to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
him
We
on
had
the
him on
show.
some time ago.
Where's
I'm gonna
he
go
at
back.
right
Flip
now?
that stock.
Is he?
He's in
Yes,
Laurel.
called Flip
Laurel
That Stock.
Library,
Flip that
yes,
stock.
yeah. So go check out J.R. Finnick at Laurel Library because
Yeah.
if you want to know about money, he's a man. Yeah,
Flip
Oh
that
my
yeah.
stock.
God, flip that stock.
Flip
Flip
that
that
stock.
stock.
Then we had
wow.
Gloria O'Neill.
Oh, yes.
She talked about 5 Links, which is another exciting and upcoming. Well, it's been around.
Wonderful business.
Yes,
affiliate business opportunities. Yeah.
Coming up with new ideas. You have to.
What
when
about
you're in
that
the industry.
vitamin business? Something they were taking, what is it, Waki?
Oh, yeah, that was, Omar.
The Fuji water.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, the lady was literally like
And
20
you see all
pounds
the- you
lighter.
see-
Like,
yeah,
like if
lost
she
a lot
felt
of
good,
weight.
inflammation, she could not get up.
She lost 100.
She lost over 100
Yeah,
pounds.
she
A
lost
100
pounds.
pounds. I'm like, oh my good, you could not literally get up. Like, I can't even imagine not being able to get out of my
So,
bed.
my
yeah,
God.
you're in a
To
wheelchair.
just like illnesses are serious,
Yeah.
and to be able to take a pill or a drink or whatever it might be to heal your body, like that is like amazing to me. So
And
hey,
she looked great
And
because I
she's
had
a
seen her.
testimony
Yeah.
to the product.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was telling them. I said, if you have a product or service, you have to have a testimony. You have to have somebody that can
is
speak on your behalf
huge.
for
That is
product and
huge in
services.
entrepreneurship.
Yes.
That is huge. You can tell me anything you want to tell me about your products and service, but if you do not have someone to vouch for your credibility,
Thank you.
Exactly.
I
Thank you.
can't believe you. Like, you literally should have that person, like, say, here's my number. You need to call Peggy or Linda to see if this energy drink works, right?
Yes.
And so we can vouch right now for this particular drink, Nevio.
Yeah.
Yes, with our sister Linda, because, hey, I was, like, jacked up for 3 days. Like, oh, baby, I'm already high energy, but, like, this stuff, like, really
It's
works.
interesting.
Yeah, but I'm, like, anemic
And
a
it's
little
true.
bit. And, like, that just,
It makes
like,
you feel just good.
it
Yeah.
does.
It makes you feel happy.
Right.
Makes you feel happy.
Right. This should be
They
this
say
is going to be a
PPI.
part of happy.
Yeah.
Happy
yeah.
with an I. I am happy.
I am happy. I love it. Wow. Well, I'm
Good.
excited about we're going to have Jennifer Jones on.
Yeah, Jennifer is
So the
either
call
going to
in?
come into the studio or she's going to call in.
Yeah.
With the weather, we just don't know what's going to trigger out there. So we just hopefully we will have her to call in.
We have some other exciting guests that's going to be
Yeah.
on today calling
Yeah.
in as well. So
Dr.
we got a
Missy,
power-packed
yeah.
show, you guys. So look, this is the hotline number we want you to call into when our guests call. And if you have any questions or you want to be engaged, call 240-719-2560.
Awesome.
240-719-2560. Call us. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
All right,
Peggy, you want to go to a break?
yeah, let's
for
go to
moment?
break and come
Yeah,
back.
Right.
And regroup for a
We
moment.
love it. Yay. We'll be back.
Always sisters, always friends. Let's stay real close till the
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey.
We hope you all are having a wonderful snowy day. People may be inside, so when you're inside, you need to be listening to us.
That's right.
Yes.
So what else you got to do?
Yeah. Awesome.
But yes, I'm Wyoming.
And I'm Peggy
I'm
Morris.
I'm Linda Powell.
And I'm Charlene Day.
And we're all part of Sisters
4Sisters
Network.
Absolutely. Sisters for Sisters Network.
And Sisters for Life.
Sisters
Yes,
for Life.
Sisters
For
for
Life.
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and all of you all out there who are checking us out and spread the word about us.
That's right.
This is our debut, actually.
It is.
It is our
Wow.
official debut.
The official debut.
Yeah. Look at last week.
I know.
That was really the first, but this is the first official.
Yeah, the first official.
Oh my
And
God!
then,
Last
yes.
week was amazing.
Yes.
Last week was
We had a ball.
planned. We didn't even think like it's
Right,
gonna
this
be
is
us.
gonna
So
be
this
us.
is
I had no
like,
idea I would be here this week.
Well, we are here.
We're
We're
here.
grateful for it.
Yes.
So we're going to be
Thank God.
bringing you some wonderful things, though, for the days to come in the future. Peggy is such an awesome woman, and she's keeping us fired up.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
So we're
I'm
working it out.
happy.
Yeah, she
We're
always
working
has
it
a project for us, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
like just stay tuned, right? You're like, can you be here? Yes, we can.
Can't say no.
But see, you know what? But y'all guys is like, all I gotta do is drop, as they say, drop a dime,
Yeah,
and y'all guys show up. So those are the kind of people you want to be around.
that's so
Be
good.
able to
Show
move.
up.
Show up.
Find people that's gonna show
Show up.
And
That's
if
show
you
out.
and show out, like if I show up, I gotta show out, right?
That's right.
That's how you walk in your prosperity. Like
Oh,
girl,
got
walk
it.
in that purpose. Yeah, this is what 4Sisters are doing.
Yes.
If you're gonna show up for someone.
That's right. And show
Totally.
for a purpose.
For a purpose.
Yeah.
In your purpose.
That's
That
right.
works.
Work on
Yeah,
purpose.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, that is
Walking in your purpose.
amazing. Okay.
Oh my God.
So
But
yeah.
you know what?
Get y'all started now.
Yeah, do not get us started. Yes.
It's awesome. But you know, speaking of walking into our purpose for this season is to eat right, eat healthy,
To do well, yeah.
and do well.
Yeah.
You know, I just really
From the inside
feel-
out.
From the
Right,
inside out.
exactly.
Just say you are what you eat. Is that really true?
That's true.
It is true.
It is true.
It's true, Linda.
I believe it's true.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Linda, I know you have some things you want to share because one day we're gonna have a cooking someone
Oh,
here to
yeah,
cook
yeah,
for us
the
and
cooks.
do
You
some
cook,
healthy
Linda?
You
cooking.
can bring us a kitchen.
We just set
Yeah,
up.
we'll
We'll
set
set
it
up
up.
table
Right
Yeah,
here,
we have
right
some
here.
good cooking
Bring us
stuff.
something.
Because I'm so
some
hungry.
things.
I'm so
Yeah, we gotta
hungry.
stay healthy.
Yes, we do. Lots
Yeah.
of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, I really believe that. So
Yes.
because I mean, yesterday I went and had my full physical,
Good job.
got a
good
clean
job.
bill of health.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's important
God.
for us ladies and men as well. We don't exclude you, but we're talking about our ladies because we are out here doing so much,
Yeah.
and we're
Yeah.
so busy. We
All
wear
the
so
time.
many hats,
Yes.
and our schedules are all over the place.
Yes.
So we just eat on the go.
Yes.
And certain times we just don't eat right or the right
Exactly.
time.
Or not at-
everything.
or
Or it
not
could be
at
late at
all.
Or
night.
not
that
at
you
all,
eat,
late
not
at
at
night.
Yeah.
But all these things are inclusive in in terms of our health is concerned. But I really believe we gotta go and get checked.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Yes.
please go get your mammogram.
Trust me.
Please
Yeah.
go get your
Yeah.
pap smears.
Yes.
Please just go get your general checkups of what
And
you
most
need.
of all, get your cholesterol checked.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
when it's time
That's
for you
the
to go.
most important
most
one
important thing.
because that leads to your heart.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't want your
Exactly.
arteries closed up because that was my experience.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
really?
telling me.
That was
Yeah,
my
you were telling me.
experience.
Wow.
I over the years, you just eat as you get older, and there were all these oils we use and protein through meats that we put into our body. They collect in your arteries. I found that out the hard way.
The hard way.
So because I've always been conscious of what I eat, but then I had to learn how to eat better.
Absolutely.
And that's what we all have to do. So most importantly, throughout the holiday, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
kind of cut down on that mac and cheese.
Cheese. I don't know.
I hate to
That's
put a
the
downer on
Put
it,
that in there.
but
Oh
it's
my
important.
gosh.
Yeah,
gotta
It's,
have
a-
the cheese.
it's important.
Yeah.
I love
But
mac
all
and
things
cheese.
they say in moderation.
In moderation
Yeah.
for everything. This
Everything is
season,
in
let's promise
moderation.
to eat in moderation. Let's not eat too much cheese, not too much turkey, too much chicken, too much
Everything.
chitlins and all that good stuff. See, you hear it, don't you?
Yeah.
But I
That's
just
nice.
want to give you my experience during the time I was trying to cut my cholesterol. You can reverse. That's The one thing you want to remember, and always remember, that you can reverse some of your conditions. Most of your our body's self-healing, okay? And I'm going to prove it to you because when I proved it to myself through my cholesterol. All I had to do was take out the fats. I took out 5 things out of my diet. That was amazing. I took out no eggs, no dairy, no meat, no fish, no oil. It sounds hard, but when I started cooking and I used this particular book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, I did not have heart disease, did not want heart disease, but I did have problems in my cholesterol and my arteries. So, and this is what most people don't know, and that's how we have those sudden heart attacks.
Wow.
Your arteries are steady closing, closing, closing. So eat in moderation and watch the oils and watch the fats that you put into your body. Eat a lot of vegetables, especially raw vegetables. They're really good naturally. And of course, drink plenty of water. Water. Because this is the time of year that we do a lot of drinking.
Yes,
Or drinking the wrong thing.
The spirits.
Hydrate. Please hydrate. Just like you need to hydrate in the summer, you need to hydrate in the winter as well.
Yeah.
We need that water.
Well, your skin is beautiful.
Thank you.
All the things that you've been doing
I've
to your
been
body.
watching.
Yeah.
We all jump off the wagon every now and then, but the most important thing is to jump back on as soon as you can. So that's my tip to everyone this week. Eat in moderation throughout the holiday. Yes.
Well, you know, we're talking about women and business and what we're doing to keep ourselves healthy, and you're talking about wealth. We were talking about last week the women that we admire, the legends of women in history.
Absolutely.
That we really love and honor and respect. And I believe today we wanted to highlight one of our women in history, Charlene.
Absolutely.
You said it, who she.
Absolutely. Everybody know that Madam C.J. Walker is one of my favorite ladies. I read her book every single day. Matter of fact, I wanted to meet her daughter. Like, her name was Sarah, and I think she lived in Baltimore or something.
Yeah, that area.
And I always said, but I was in North Carolina. I was like, I'm going to go meet her, and I'm going to, set up this little fundraiser for her. And I never made that happen, but at the same time, every single year as a special memoir to her, I always write about her, and I built my business around her and what she has done. So I want to tell you about Madam C.J. Walker, just in case you don't know, just a couple of notes, just a little quick in. Number 1, she was an entrepreneur, Number 2, she was a philanthropist. And number 3, she was a political figure in her own rights. And you know what? I think that's what we all are. We're an advocate for what we believe in. But one of the things that most entrepreneurs, lose sight of, they lose sight of that there's a problem. You can provide the solution for that problem. So Madam C.J. Walker, what she did, there was a problem. She had hair loss, and she created a product in her own kitchen with that problem. Think about the problem, entrepreneurs. She created this product. She began distributing the product door to door, from city to city to state to state, and soon country to country. Guys, she became a multi-millionaire just doing that. I mean, just the power of your ideals. You have a problem, then find a solution, distribute it, and voila, you can be the next Madam C.J. Walker. But that's my woman moment, so yeah.
The one was powerful, and I believe a lot of women really prospered and really, they rose to the occasion because of her. She inspired so many women.
All women. That was the most. She was one of the first millionaire woman.
Yes.
Yes.
We missed that part. Yes, the first millionaire woman in the house.
Woman. So that's awesome, because guess what? My name is Madam C.J. Walker. Your name is Madam C.J. Walker.
And mine.
And
my name is Madam C.J.
Walker. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So with that being said, we talked about health, we talked about women in power, women in business, and I believe we have someone on the call.
We do.
That we could just segue right on in. This is like awesome. She's going to just come right in and fit right in.
I'm excited.
To where we are excited about this next guest. Charlene?
Oh my God. So Dr. Missy Johnson is on the line right now, and we are all geared up for her. So I'm here. Hello, Facebook Live out there, because everybody's saying, make sure you post You know, Dr. Missy Johnson. And I'm like, okay. I'm like trying to do 50 things at the same time.
I know.
So anyway, I want to talk to you about Dr. Missy Johnson. Dr. Missy Johnson is a woman who is out there empowering other women. She is making it happen. She is a cancer survivor. Wow. Not one time, but 2-time cancer survivor. And like right now, she had just dealt with it. She just came out of major surgery, and right now she is still fighting. She created an event called Fearless Women, like Fearless Women Rock. Okay, so funny that we are now having DMV, Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls
so
Rock,
now we got this
absolutely.
powerful Dr. Missy Johnson coming on to talk to us about, you know, how she rock and how she rocks out fear and how she don't, you know, let life limit her just because of cancer and illnesses and things of that nature. And so today what we're going to be talking about is how do we deal with depression during the holiday season? And we can be in doubt about it if you want to, because I myself, and I'm sure many of you, have dealt with depression. Me personally, you know, if you had, you know, the lifestyle of whatever you want to call it, the rich and the famous, whatever, and then, or you've had that business and it's not thriving as much as you wanted to, and you comparing yourself to other people, hey, you can go in depression like really soon, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, it does not take much, but during the holidays, if you're, you know, maybe you lost a spouse during the holiday season, or maybe you lost a child or a job, and you're having those memories, guys, we want Dr. Missy Johnson to come in and talk to you about how to de-stress and actually how to change that all around. Dr. Missy Johnson, we have you live on the air with 4Sisters, Live Talk Radio.
Hello, Dr. Missy. Are you there?
Did we lose her?
Dr. Missy, are you there?
Okay,
we're going to get her in. Dr. Missy?
Hey, guys.
Where's Dr. Missy resides?
Oh, that's right. Dr. Missy resides in Michigan.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
so
So she's calling from Michigan, huh?
She's calling from Michigan. It's cold out there.
Did it have snow?
I think they got snow.
When we get 2 inches, they get a foot.
Oh my God!
So it's cold out there, and they get the snow.
Yeah.
So is Dr. Missy on now, Ron? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know what we got to do,
so
but
we're gonna wait for her to plug her on in. But my goodness, I got so.
What's ringing?
Is she an author? I mean, she has
a book that is, well, she has a book that's coming out, actually, and she has a program that she's going to talk to us about being accountable. So I think that's going to be great, because we all need to be accountable to someone. So
I think she's on, Charlene.
Are you on? Hey.
Dr. Missy?
Yes, I am here, ladies.
Hello. Finally got you in. That's an awesome thing. Hi. Happy holiday to you.
Thank you so very, very much, and I'm glad to be a part of this terrific panel today.
We're happy to have you. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to call us. So, Dr. Missy, we've been introduced by Charlene. We told our guests out there about you a little bit. Can you just segue in and just let us know, what do you want us to know, what's going on? And I think our particular topic is about being depressed during
the
time
holiday. How do you handle that? Yeah. Talk to us.
Well, you know, depression is very, very real. I hear an echo. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
We may have to turn you down. Okay. Is that better?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes.
Good.
It's still a little high, but I'm going to keep on going. It's like I'm hearing myself twice.
Yeah, and then if you're on a speaker yourself, you may have to, take yourself off of your speaker.
Yeah, I'm not on the speaker, but I'm just gonna keep going if that's okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Please do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. And the question is being depressed on a holiday. And what I would say is that it's very, very real. You know, for people, a lot of times people have lost a loved one during the holidays, or maybe there might be some financial things going on, because we tend to base our Christmas around what we purchase. But what I want to say on how to deal with that is that you have to have a changed mindset. You know, buying people products
so much is temporal. It's only going to make you happy for a temporary season. You know, losing someone, you know, during the holidays, you know, that's very, very real. So what I choose to do, because I have had a lot of health challenges in the past couple of years, is that I have to change my mindset on how I perceive things. And that is information that I will give to your audience. I'm not saying don't get rid of it, because that may be how you deal with it, but I just want to say change your perception on how you deal with it and change your environment around the people who you choose to be around. At this time of the season, please don't be by yourself, because it's not healthy. Go be with someone else. Go be in the company of somebody else that's happy, want to be in that mindset with people who have positive things to say.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, definitely changing your perception, changing the people that you're around, environments is so important. You know, I know I like to stay in the house, and it's cold. The cold by itself is like depressing sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. The weather can have impact on how you feel.
And the fact, too, a lot of times, this time of the year, it gets dark early.
Yeah.
And I believe it causes people to shut down early, and those persons, in my experience, the weather, the fall and the winter, a lot of time, people cannot deal with the darkness. The sun is not shining as brightly, maybe because of the clouds, because of the snow, the rain. So how do you deal on a day? You have to go to work. You got to get up. You got to go to work. You have to go through these elements. What do you suggest a person to do that you know you suffer with depression? But on a day like today is, you know, you might want to go shopping, but you really don't feel like shopping for anybody because you're depressed. How should I deal with that?
Well, I would say I always have to go back to mindset, you know, because everything that, you know, you just said is so true. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so it gets dark like here about 5 o'clock. You know, people are working. You know, I agree with all that, but for me, for Dr. Missy, everything is mindset. So when I get to, okay, it's dark, but guess what? I'm going to start thinking about what I was doing when it was light, what I was doing when it was nice outside. You know, that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start thinking about things that made me happy. You know, I talked about, you know, maybe a grieving of someone that you lost during a holiday. Switch your mindset, switch your brain on to when that person was here and the enjoyable times that you had. Because what happens in our brain is that we process negativity so much faster and easier than we do positive mindsets or mindset. Let me say this. We process negative issues more than we process positive issues. So what I would say, you got to start thinking about the things that was good. Because you know what? Right now, I'm going through cancer right now in the stage of my life. I'm in my last quarter of my cancer, and I start another treatment on Wednesday of this week. I was just telling someone that 4 months out of this year has been very good for me. But from May 8th all the way until now, I have been in the hospital every single week. I've seen coat jackets, doctors, everybody who I've seen, but I refuse to reflect on the negative. I reflect on the positive, and I reflect on my coming out. So I want a person to reflect on them coming out of depression.
Yes.
Right. And that's what keeps you going.
Yes.
That being focused on the positivity instead of the negative keeps you going.
Absolutely.
And your faith plays a big part in how
Oh
you
my
are.
God.
Yes, your faith has to be strong.
Yeah.
And
My
endure.
faith is strong.
And music, for me, I use happy music. I use positive music. I think it's a good way to change my attitude. I change my music. In the morning, sometimes I might, you might want gospel, but you might want something real fiery and happy. You know, you never know what your body needs. And I change my environment with music. How do you? That's just what I do.
Well, I changed my environment with food. Happy food like salsa and chips.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm feeling good already.
Kool-Aid and no, not Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid hurts my stomach. Like lattes and things like that. Warm drinks, green tea. Like I love hanging out at the Sage restaurant because they make me feel warm and fuzzy.
Oh, okay.
So y'all know Sage?
No.
Okay, so we'll talk about them later. But anyway, so green. So for you vegetarians out there, I am not her, but I do go there and I drink my green tea and it's nice and it's warm and
amazing how
and it's just girly. I like that girly.
But tea is beginning to be a big thing now. My husband has gotten to this tea kick, and everything. My husband, and every time I turn around, there's a box coming in with nothing but tea.
Ooh,
different flavors.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
And then it's either teapot or teacup. And I'm like, well, what is all this?
You just want to stay healthy.
Have a nice cup of tea, and that's really. That's how I end my day, with a cup of tea. I do. I end my day with a hot cup of tea. So it does work.
Yeah,
it helps me out.
Wow. Well, Dr. Missy, I mean, thank you so much. I wanted to hear more about what you're doing these days so that 4Sisters can support your efforts. We thank you for sharing your victory with cancer. Yes.
You are a champion.
You are a champion.
You are a survivor.
Yes.
So we want you to know that.
Yeah, we want to thank you for walking in your purpose and your prosperity because you are doing just that. But tell us what you got going on. Tell us what you got going on there.
Well, thank you so much. I just want to go back really quick on what all the beautiful women were saying, all the sisters were saying, because sometimes we as sisters, we're in support of one another. But sometimes there are women out there that don't have nobody.
Yes, true. Yes.
And someone said tea, someone said faith, someone said music. So the challenge that I have for individuals that goes into depression at this time of the year, find something that makes you happy. I don't care if you got to reach back. Sometimes we got to reach back to things because presently you might not be happy because you're in your depressed state. But I want to challenge you to find something, whether it's tea, whether it's your faith, whatever that music, affirmation, but find one thing. Don't go looking for a lot of things. But find one thing that's going to make you happy, and I want you to hold on to it till you put a smile on your face.
We like that.
I like that. That one
Just
thing.
one thing.
Somebody said ice cream makes them happy. Kenneth Lord said ice cream. And then Teresa Glasgow from Georgia says coffee drinking, honey. Coffee.
All right. Happy coffee.
Thank you guys.
In the morning,
that's
happy
awesome. That is wonderful. But Dr. Missy, you have given us something to glean more from and then to just really take in for, can I tell you something? We have nothing to really complain about.
No,
we should not be complaining.
Not at all.
Because life brings so many challenges. It brings joy and pain. But guess what? We have to understand that it's about His grace and mercy that we live, breathe, and move every day. So these days of time, this is the season we're living in. And we have to embrace where we are with our life and living and enjoy every moment.
Every moment.
We have no time, zero tolerance.
Yes.
That's right.
For foolishness and
That's
mess
right. That's right.
things that is not conducive in prosperity and really, what we need to do to make our lives more better for ourselves. I think we need to have that.
And remember the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. If you want to be happy, make someone else happy.
You want friends, be friendly.
Yes.
Or treat somebody right the first time.
I want to be happy, so I'm going to treat you happy.
That first time is so amazing. Seriously.
There's something about that first time.
That first time, like when I met you the first time, like I'm always nice to everybody, but seriously, but there are some people you just like stay.
It's all about that first impression.
Away. You like so that I won't have to treat you bad. I'll just walk out. I'll just adjust my hair and walk out. That way you won't ever have to say she was just a snob to me because I'm not even gonna come near you. But that's so true. That is so true.
No, I believe that. Treat them right the first time. Because I don't have to. The way I live my life, I don't have to look over my shoulder
Right.
to
Yes.
determine
That's
whether or
true.
not did I treat that person
Yes.
right.
True.
Yes.
That's the way I live my life. Period.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Dr.
Do
Missy,
unto
we
others,
really
yes.
appreciate you again. I have a question. What's
Yes,
going on
ma'am.
in Michigan? Is it snowing there?
Lord, it is snowing here in Michigan. I had an appointment this morning at like 8 a.m. So I was in the middle of the snow as it was coming down. But now the sun has come out. It's got a little warmer, so now the snow's kind of dissipating. But yes, it is snowing in Michigan, in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. I have family in Detroit.
Well, it's snowing here too.
It's snowing
Yes,
a
it
little
is
bit.
as
It's
well.
just
but
enough.
you know what? It cleans the air. They say it just cleans
Yes.
all that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
true.
we're happy to see it. We love seeing the snow, and we see when it comes,
Thank
and
God
love
for
it
the
when it
snow.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you continue to have a wonderful, blessed day, and enjoy your holiday. And
Yeah.
we're going to be in touch, right, Charlene? We're
We
gonna
are
have you back
definitely
again.
going. Yeah, we'll definitely have you back again. Did you have any closing remarks, Missy, before we round this up? Stay tuned and definitely share this broadcast out to your followers and let them know what great things 4Sisters is doing. You having closing remarks?
Yes, I do. I just want to let people know that I am Dr. Missy, the Breakthrough Coach, and my movement is called Fearless Women Unlocked. And it's just not a women's empowerment event. It's an event that empowers women to be the best that they can be at any stage and any age. And people can contact me at hello@drmissy.com. hello@drmissy.com.
I love that. Let me ask you a question. This is Peg. Do you come in the area in the DMV?
Yes, I do.
All right, so when you come this way, all you got to do is give us a call, connect with us. Let's make some things happen in this area. We would love to show you our hospitality when you come this way.
I have a lot of sisters from Detroit in my sorority.
You do?
Yes, it's an invasion.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We love them. We love you.
Love you. Thank you so much. And everyone have a beautiful and blessed holiday.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Take
Thank
care.
Happy
you.
holiday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Missy.
So we're going to go on a break, right, Peg?
Yeah.
That was good.
That was a great
I don't even
interview.
feel depressed. Like, I hope y'all got where y'all depression.
more
Like,
ice
that was
cream
good.
down there.
Wake up, wake up, wake
Wake
up.
up, wake up.
Yes, yes. So we're going to take a sip of this.
Oh, really?
While
Yeah.
we're
Take a
gonna come back
Nuvo
and
break.
talk about this Nevo. Love this
Did you
Nevo.
bring the
I
cups?
love it too.
So we'll be right back.
Oh.
You guys, come on back. Come on
Come
back.
back.
Yes.
Join us. We got some more good stuff coming. Yes.
Yes.
Good job. Good job. I don't have to take this.
No, don't.
When I promised I'd be there and told you I would always care. Well, I meant every word. And I know it's hard to let me close. Those times it really hurts the most. I'm trying desperately to be heard. Though you try to push me away, I can feel your sorrow. You don't have to be afraid, 'cause somebody told me to tell you. You've been waiting for someone to say.
I'm
8, 9.
9. She's part of y'all introduce Peggy.
That's right.
Yes, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
There's a lot of people in here.
We are live for real, guys.
Sister Power.
It's some sister power in the house. We left you all. We had some energy. Now we have ignited more energy. I am excited. I am so excited to have with us on the show our BGR DMV Women on the Move sisters are in the house.
All right.
BGR stands for Black Girls Rock. I am proud to be a part of Black Girls Rock. I don't have on my
together.
It's extra large. You can put half of your bag. But no, this is my sweatshirt. I don't have it on, but guess what? I'm a part of this awesome group. I mean, we just started uniting, and I'm gonna start crying because you know what? When we have women that think outside the box, and we have women who are trying to do for others and don't take themselves, you know, in a position to say it's all about me, but it's about others, and they take the you out and put it's the we in. It's awesome. So I jumped on board as soon as one of my sister girls for years. This is a sister girl of mine. We've been together and friends for a long time. But when she put the call out, I said, yeah, some things you have to ponder.
Right.
Should I do
no
that?
question asked.
Or should I really be on?
Well,
Because they say we don't get along, but guess what? I just don't want to continue to. No, that myth there is that we can get along.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
We know what I
We
feel
can
about
do
that.
it. We can do it. We
Yeah.
put our minds to it. We can do it. So we have a few of them are in the house today. A few, not all, because we got a bunch of it. We put a call out, and I'm telling you, women was like, yes, and they want to be a part of it. But we have some exciting things going on. It's about embracing women who are doing good things in the community. Whatever you're doing, if you're an entrepreneur, you're doing things. Hey, you're a mommy, you're a stay-at-home mom, but guess that's a part of being a job. That's a job in itself.
Trust me.
You know. But in the event that whatever you're doing, women, we need you to come and start knowing about what you could do to empower each other.
Right.
So this is what we're doing. This is who we are. We have a lot of things going on. Closing out this season 2017. We're a new group, but we've done quite a bit.
Yeah.
It seems like we've been together a year already, right? But it's been a short time, but we're going to have them all to speak and introduce themselves, and we have the founder and CEO here. The lady who started this in the brainstorm, and God gave her this dream and this vision to do what she's doing. So we're going to have them on right now to start, just really engaging on what the BGR DMV stand for, what we're about, the mission, and where we're going from here. Ron, how are we going to do this? I mean, can one start speaking? Because this is our engineer. This is our first effort of having all these ladies. So y'all,
Y'all breaking us in.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is our first.
But I want to start with Marcia. She is the founder and CEO, and I really want to start with you because God gave you this vision, and we want you to just tell us what you want us to know about BGR DMV.
Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm Marcella Samoa. I'm the visionary of the group. I have a mission statement that I've written down. It's been in my heart, but I can't remember it verbatim. So I'm going to read it to you all so you all can understand what's all about this movement. Black Girl Rock and Women on the Move from Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area is a 501c3 committed to empowering the lives of young black girls and women by liberating their minds and changing the way of the world perceives their strength. We strive to enhance, develop, and host several different events. First thing we like to do is build a self-esteem, their self-worth, to, for, and with young girls and women of all ages. We will develop and facilitate networks amongst the women in the DMV area that will encourage bonds, friendships, and support creative exchange of ideas and information. We create opportunities where women can serve, and young women and older women in our community in different facets of their lives throughout the region. And the commission and empower young girls and women to lead and serve. It's all about serving right now. It's we don't need no takers in our lives at this time. And 2017 and 18, we're out here. We're going to make a move, and we're ready to serve our people.
All right.
I love it. You know what was amazing?
Samoa.
Marcella,
first name.
When she was reading, everybody's head was going like this.
In agreement, right?
That means we're in agreement. We're on one accord.
That's our amen.
Yes.
I love it.
We all serving the same purpose.
Yeah,
We're
the
a
same
team,
purpose.
but there's no I in team. We're all in this together.
We understand. Trust
And that's
me.
what I was saying a moment ago is about the taking the I out, but it's we.
Yes.
Right.
And some of I find that some sisters that I have, but they don't have any biological sisters.
That's right.
So when you embrace women like this, they become your sister.
Right.
That's right.
You just avoid it. Yeah, you're the only daughter. You could be the only one.
Right.
Never
Only
grew up
child.
around any. Oh yeah. See,
Don't feel bad.
But see, let me tell you, I grew up with 5 sisters. And 5 of us in the house together, and we had a ball. Even today, that's how we live our lives.
Yes.
We stick together, and my father always said to us, no matter what, you stick together.
That's right.
Okay? And so that's how I
No
formed
division.
Sisters for Sisters Network.
That's right.
Yeah.
From the same concept of us coming together and supporting.
And being sisters.
So when my sister here told me about y'all guys, I said, this is it. Bring them on.
this
Be
woman
part
here,
of us.
when you get to know Peggy Morris, this lady is the mayor of Prince George's. I have to say that. She just knows so many people.
The Prince of the
Very
DMV.
Yes.
Teamwork, honey.
Yeah,
Teamwork.
she is the brainstorm and the visionary of many things, and starting even with the 4Sisters Network. So she's on the move. She's powerful.
That's good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but definitely we want to continue to just let you all know how much we appreciate you coming. I mean, you being here is just such a joy.
Yeah.
And you light, the room up in terms of who you are. But no, definitely, we're going to ask a question. But I just wanted to say to my sister here, Tarina, that you are one of the board members, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So tell us how you became to be a part of.
I got a message from Marcella asking if said she prayed about it. When she was developing the board, she had prayed, seeking God on who should be a part of the board. She asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and as you said, it wasn't anything I had to think about. My son is 18, and my life now is about doing the things that I want to do in my life, and that is to give back now. So when she asked me, I said yes, and I'm here.
That's what I'm
Great.
talking about.
And say your name again. Introduce yourself.
Tarina Anderson.
Tarina
Where
Anderson.
you from?
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
And I'm the director of committees on the executive board.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And then we have another board member here. Where's the other board member? Pass the mic down. This.
She has a mic.
Oh, you
You have a mic? Okay.
Testing. No.
Sing, girl.
I'm Cherie. Actually, I'm Cherie Higgins.
That's
just got
right.
married on
Yes.
I actually answered the call. Marcella put that out, and I really, be honest, I have not seen the full show, Black Girls Rock, that comes on BET. But she hyped it up so much to the point where I still want to go watch the show, but I'm just so in awe with what we can do right here. And I think it's very important that we see things on TV, not to mimic them, but to really explore and say it is so much power right here in our homeland and our hometown where we need to uplift each other and show that, hey, we got that. We may not be on TV shining, but we shining in our own way.
That's right.
And it's good for our visionary to be able to say, and she shines all the time. She always blinks.
Yes.
But for a person that know how to shine and want to see other people shine, I just thought instantly when she said, I was like, hey, I got a platform where I work, and I said, let's use that. But talking to her, I didn't know that she was thinking so global. That's what I was like a little small part where we can meet up. But now this is turning, we need to find out, a stadium where we can have our and then the outpour, the response was just like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's not about numbers. Because as you can see right here, representation from everywhere, all shades or whatever. We do so many things. We have so many talents. And to be able to put that together in an organization based on the spirit of it's just a wonderful thing. So I'm glad to be here, and I actually do the admin. So out of my box, I'm not an admin. I'm a doer, server. I know how to serve.
So I'm somewhere in this organization that I really have no business being, but the push, that I'm getting to, it's helping me. It's helping me to communicate better and to, be accountable. So I really appreciate the opportunity.
I just want to hear one example of a day in life with Black girls. Black Girls Rock. Give me an activity that you've done, or what are you doing in the community right now?
I'm going to speak on that because right now, as we speak, we have some women that's working, let's say, the field, and they're out at the Giant on Silver Hill Road. They're out right now ringing bells, collecting, and asking people to make donations for our upcoming event that's happening December the 16th, next Saturday, where we're going to actually ambush some families that we have identified with personally, collectively, and we're going to ambush them at their homes, hey, Christmas early, and present them with coats and toys and that sort of thing. So we out in the field, we're talking about it, and we're promoting it here, but we actually are doing the work behind the scenes. So some ladies,
wonderful, that's a great
and
activity.
we're actually, we had I won't speak on that because I actually had to miss it because of my wedding.
We're going to let Shanita.
We did a House of Ruth, and somebody else want to speak on that?
Shanita can speak on that.
Yes. Hi.
Introduce yourself, darling.
I am Shanita Roy, born and raised in Southeast Washington, D.C. Yes, I currently reside in Fort Washington, Maryland. I'm going to talk about the House of Ruth real quick. That was absolutely an amazing, spirit-filled.
Yes.
Oh, my God. We brought Thanksgiving to the ladies of House of Ruth, and we prayed with them, we ministered with them, we talked to not only the natural man, but we also helped the spirit man of those women. Women were crying and giving us hugs and thanking us and say, don't go away, just be a constant presence in our lives. So that was our first event, and when I tell you, it was such a kickoff to start off Girls Rock DMV.
And the volunteers.
Yes, and the volunteers were, we were bleeding in that place. There were so many people, and the love was just so thick. And we were able to follow up with some of the ladies afterwards, and they remembered us. A lot of times you volunteer at these places, and people do volunteer, but they do it once a year, and you never see them again until you come back. And we want to be a constant presence in these places, in these people's lives, to let them know this wasn't just for us to kick off our name and our brand. We want to let you know that we are here. We want to be a presence, a constant presence in your lives, and to help them move on and transition, that this is not where you're supposed to be. This is just a pause in your life, and you're going to move on to greater things.
Yes,
amen.
And you talk about the House of Ruth. About 2 months ago, a group of us did the same thing at the House of Ruth. We transformed that room.
Yes.
You're talking about something fabulous.
Yes.
It's simply fabulous. And it brings a lot of joy to your
It
heart
does.
when you can help and serve other women that look like us.
That's right.
And so what you're just saying is truly so rewarding, because
Well, not only was it a blessing to them,
It was a
they
blessing.
were a blessing to us.
Yes.
Like, we were like, oh my God, they was like, no, thank you. We're like, no, thank you. Because it was just the energy and just the appreciation of the ladies. But that was just the beginning. It was quite a kickoff. And I think everybody left feeling empowered, and that was what was important. We gave out bras, and we fed them. We had care packages, and we prayed, and we hugged, and we chatted, and we cried, and we danced. Listen, this is Chuck Brown's third cousin. I had no idea. She gets it, honestly. But we had a DJ in the house, and it was just awesome. It was
Female DJ.
Female DJ. A female DJ, absolutely. Black Girls Rock. But stand up so you can see our first
apron.
We have served the ladies in our aprons at the Thanksgiving dinner. Yes. We served the ladies in our aprons. We were so uniform. So organized. Oh my God. Now we have brought out our t-shirt, our sweatshirts actually. So we're looking for the caps and cups and things. We're just gonna be doing it all. We're gonna be rolling and doing so many things that to come. But I want to talk about the toy drive a little bit more, because I know we have some of our ladies that could not come into the studio, but they're out in the field. and they are at the Giant. So if you know anyone in this DMV area who can go to the Giant in District Heights,
Silver Hill Road,
Maryland. That on where is it?
Silver Hill Road.
Silver Hill Road, Suitland, Maryland. The Giant in District Heights, Silver Hill Road, Suitland, Maryland. The ladies are out there with their aprons. They may have on these T-shirts. They may have on their Santa caps. Yep. But we are asking for your donations, either in nice coats for adult women or the children, boys and girls, or some toys.
Is this the one that's located in Pennsylvania?
Yes. Right next to the Chick-fil-A. The only
Chick-fil-A. Right. So we're doing that today, starting from 1 to 3. Then we'll be there on tomorrow, which is Sunday. Again, same place at the Giant from 1 to 3.
Yes.
So if you can tell people to just drop off toys, because next week we're going to be doing at another location with another pop-up. However, we're going to have our actual giving out, going out to the families, distributing these toys and coats to families in need on the 16th, next Saturday. Is there a time for that we set yet?
We're going to start at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
We're going to meet up. We're going to pack the vans up, and then we're going to go out around 11.
And we'll be here, so we're going to let you all know how it's going. We want you all to call us on that day, so we can be plugging you all in live and all of that, so we can tell people where to go and what to do.
I want to add to that. For those who can't come out today, we are taking contributions via PayPal and Cash App. The PayPal information is bgrdmv@gmail.com, and the Cash App information is $BGRDMV. So if you can't come out to none of the pop-up locations today or tomorrow, we are taking monetary contribution and gift cards. So via PayPal and Cash App.
Can you give that BGR information, DMV, out one more time,
slowly?
So the
PayPal information is bgrdmv@gmail.com. The Cash App information is $BGRDMV.
Gotcha. So we got the PayPal and the Cash.
Cash
App.
Cash
App. Okay. Cash App.
We leave no money on the table.
No. Yeah, because again, this is a nonprofit organization, a 501c3, and we definitely want to be able to bless others as we move on this journey. And what do you say, Marcella?
As many families as we can.
As many families as we can. So we want to do the numbers. We don't. I mean, the numbers. Do we have any numbers in mind? Like 100 of toys and. I mean,
our goal.
Yeah. I mean, it's like really, we want to be able to do just as much as we can to bless many families. This is the season to be
give back.
Giving. This is the season right now, ladies and gentlemen. We need to introduce. Did you say your name since you got the mic and tell them who you are?
Hi, I'm Nikki Washington.
From where?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Yes. And that's who we have.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shaw Ross Estes from D.C. All right. And yes, just excited when Marcella put out the call. Oh my God! I'm like Tarina. I'm in the second half of my life. My daughter's this is her first year in college, and I was like, I don't want to take anything. What can I give? So that's the reason why I am committed. I don't care who comes or goes. You're gonna have to throw me away. Thank you, everybody, and we appreciate this opportunity to interview.
Absolutely, I'm glad you came.
Thank you. My name is Gail Berkeley, and I'm a native Washingtonian from Northwest D.C. Marcella posted it on her Facebook page, and I just pretty much got involved. Again, my son is older too. I have an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old, so I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get out and do some things and actually be an example to them. Although I have boys, they'll be able to have a good example of what a black girl who rocks.
Oh yeah, what it looks like to have a nice woman.
Yes, ma'am.
And wait a minute, Gail, tell them what you do. What you're responsible for in this group.
Well, I'm a licensed CPA in DC, so I handle most of the application for the 501c3 and all the financial.
Real important stuff.
Yes.
So
keep us in order.
We're licensed.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah. Well, I want to put this out here before we wrap this up about the toy drive, and also Reggie Gaskins here, that owns the studio, is also doing a toy drive, and he agreed that we can couple together with the toys. You may see the toy box behind you, and he's willing to put up another box to join in the effort into doing the toy drive and dropping off. This will be another location where people can drop off here at the studio. So what I want to say that Black Girls Rock and Reggie Gaskins here at VoxWave.com is willing to donate toys.
Oh,
thank you. To our effort as well. And the toy, and it's called Toys for Tots. So it says 2017 Toy Drive for the Kids, and then located here, which is 4711 Off Place, Suitland, Maryland. And the drop-off deadline, there's a deadline on the 20th, but we're going to work out because our event is the 16th. So we can continue the toy drive to the 20th, but we want to be able to come back here on the 16th, and we'll be able to collect some more toys, however we want to organize that, so that we can make sure that we can continue the effort in giving as many, and as well, donations to his charity as well. So it says to donate to a local charity. He's going to donate as well. Live Music Foundation, and 100% towards the toy drive will be given to the kids and foundation. Yes, Peg. I want to make sure I cover everything.
No, my mind is thinking as you were talking.
Yes.
Can I share something
Absolutely.
that happened the other day?
Sure.
We had a.
Is this what you was telling us? Yeah, that's great. I love that.
We had a canned food drive, not a canned food drive, toy drive for a politician, supporting him. So I said, well, let me stop in the store and pick up some toys to take over. So I go into this particular store, and they didn't have a whole lot, but they had enough on the table, and I picked up this train toy set, right? So I go to the cash register, and I says, I'm ready to pay. And so she says, well, go ahead. And so I'm looking at the register, and it says 0.01. And I'm like, 0.01? So I said, put my card in? She said, yeah. But I said, it only says 0.01. She said, yeah. I said, well, let me stick this thing in this before she changed her mind, right? So then I turned around and said, well, if that's the case, let me go back and get the other one. Right. And I went back, got the other one. Do you know she did not even charge? Not that I was looking for anything, but hey, this was God.
Right.
This was saying, here, you take this and give it to somebody else. Be a blessing. And so when I walked away, I told the young lady, I said, God is good. I said, you just been a blessing to two kids just right now. And I walked away and I said, that was the other thing, the second thing I kept saying, what was good that happened in my life today or this week? And that was the other.
Yeah.
So, it's just.
Things like that just make your heart just so good that you.
Yeah.
But I am so happy once again. If anybody have any last things you want to say, I don't want to sound anything. We got a lot. You all will be back. Because,
I do want to say if there's someone out there looking and they say they can't make the deadline date, please don't retract your giving. Yeah. We are out here. We'll keep taking and we'll keep giving back to the people. Sometimes people look at deadlines like, oh, I'm not going to make the deadline. But we will stay connected with these families and or more. So we love the overflow and we love to go ahead and continue to bless the people.
We're here to be the blessing.
If you are a family that needs help, give us a call. And we'll make it happen. So don't look at the deadline and say, I can't make it. Continue to give. We love the overflow.
Give your number so that they can contact.
Sean has it. You have it? Okay, go ahead.
It's our Google Voice is 443-620-8363.
Give it again.
443-620-8363.
Facebook.
And they could Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook is Black Girl Rock DMV.
Black Girls Rock.
DMV.
Instagram is the same thing.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming.
You're welcome.
I have to go out and do some work now. What y'all going to do?
We ready to go to the Giant.
Keep us posted on how
some
things
rounds
are going.
today.
Yeah, well, that's great. So we all would get together again. You all will be back because guess what? You got to come back on a post interview to let us know how things went, how it took place, and what's coming up for 2018.
We'll see you all in January.
Yes, January to say Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for tuning in with us.
Right
back.
All right.
Always sisters, always friends.
You did good. It's a wrap.
Girl, who you trying to holding on by a
staying, sticking real close to you, giving each other, letting love come. Always sisters, always friends. Really gotta learn to love each other. I need to stick real close, stay close to you. There's no way that we can live without each other. So why do we try? Why do we try? I wanna know why. Always sisters, always friends. Stay real close till the end. Don't leave, love me. I need you. I know you need. Always sisters, always friends. Always sisters, always friends. You're my friend, I'm your friend. You know I wanna be with you. No matter what you're going through, forever and
How long are we going to go after?
110.
Are we on? Okay.
We're back.
Meet Helena today at Busy Bee. Going to the Busy Bee.
Okay,
I'm
got stuff that's
gonna
going
meet
on.
her.
I don't need any more water. I'm about to float.
Thank you.
But anyways, I think we have a guest. We're going to get right on into it, and we've been having so much fun. We have our next guest on? Hello, is the next caller guest?
Did we have Jennifer?
Hello, it's Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey.
Hey, dear.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Wonderful.
We're great, thank you.
It's been
exciting,
energized.
Yes.
You name it going on in this studio.
Yes,
Unbelievable. Thanks for holding on. I know it's been a little crazy, but we only have one line.
Oh, it's absolutely no problem.
And so, Jennifer, you know, as part of Sisters for Sisters Network and 4Sisters Live Talk Radio, we focus on 4 areas, and that is mentoring our young kids, health and wellness, entrepreneurship, and we definitely focus on domestic violence. I say domestic violence is not just for the month of October. It's every day. It's 365. And so I was so honored that you agreed to join us today and just talk about who you are, the role that you play in the community in helping us to change lives.
Absolutely, Peggy. First of all, I'm honored anytime that I can connect with Sisters for Sisters Network, and to be on your radio show today is a gift and a blessing. You are absolutely right that the statistics show, data shows that the month of December is the highest month for all domestic violence. And we think that it's the combination of the stress and pressure financially because people are trying to give gifts. We think because there's an increase in social activity in addition to just people being off and being home and being in each
other's presence, we see significant upticks in the amount of violence that's perpetrated against victims during the month of December. So we do have to be diligent 24/7, 365. As a community leader, as chair of the Commission for Women, I have tried to spend the last decade not just making people aware of domestic violence, but comfortable with talking about domestic violence and elevating our conversation from talking to action. And so it takes a long time for the government space to do things. For 7 years, the Commission worked with leaders, with organizations like Sisters for Sisters Network, with elected officials to try to open a family justice center in Prince George's County. And we've been successful at opening this center that co-locates services for victims of domestic violence. I will always honor County Executive Rashawn Baker for his focus on ensuring that he increased the support for victims of domestic violence through the County Click 211. The emergency preparedness individuals have been trained to be sensitive to calls, to be trained on where to redirect individuals for help. And so the Family Justice Center is a beautiful 85,000 square foot facility in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, that serves to really provide under one umbrella the state's attorney's office, the sheriff's department, the police department. So there's security there. There's process for getting peace and protective orders. But then greater than that, when you go upstairs, there are these beautiful rooms, from children's rooms to nursing rooms for moms with little babies, to the health department, social services, the Prince George's County Hospital and Sexual Assault Unit. All of these organizations, Still I Rise, just a number of organizations, several Sisters for Sisters have organizations in the network that provide housing and resource. Nehemiah is another example. Just phenomenal resources in one place so that when victims have an incident, they can go to one place, tell their story one time so they're not having to be re-victimized by talking about it and telling the story over and over and over again. And the mission, Peggy, in all of the work that we do is to help victims make the transition from being victims to being survivors to then being leaders. We think there's no greater advocate, no greater fundraiser, no greater counselor, no greater support network than those women and men who have survived sexual assault, who have survived domestic violence, who have survived human trafficking. And as egregious as these things are, you see the power of the Me Too movement. We're disrupting infrastructure, not because we want to destroy our country or that we want to destroy government or any business arena, but we want to make sure that people understand the value of human lives and especially women. So it's because of that, Peggy, that I'm honored to be on this call today and to tell you that our next level in domestic violence is economic fortitude, giving women and men an opportunity to learn new skills, transition out of jobs that are below wages, to get them livable wages, and to find shelter, safe places where they can lay their head. Because I'm convinced that when women and men, but we focus on women because 87 to 94% of the victims are women, including teenagers and including seniors. And so what we hope to do in our work and in our giving and in our efforts is to make sure that we empower our victims to understand that there needs to be mental healing, there needs to be spiritual healing, there needs to be emotional healing, there needs to be financial healing, there needs to be individual physical healing. Because domestic violence, when perpetrated, not just harms the physical body if you've been hit, but it completely impacts every dimension of a victim's life. And so I'm overjoyed that Sisters for Sisters is having this conversation, and I hope that I've given you a snapshot into the work that is being done and the work that we are doing and will be doing to ensure that we improve the lives of victims of domestic violence.
Jennifer, I tell you, wow. When you come full force, and you bring it to the table. One of the things I agree with you, and I applaud Mr. Baker, County Executive, is the bringing in the Family Justice Center for Prince George's County. And I, too, had an opportunity to go to that facility, and it blew my mind to be able to see it as a one-stop or one place where you can go and take care of all at one time. You know, because normally when you're in that environment and you have to deal with domestic violence, you have to go here, you have to go there, you have to go around the corner and back 10 times to get the issue done, and you have to repeat it 10 times. Where with the Family Justice Center, you have a place where you can go in, put it on a table, tell it like it is, and let the course take its place to do what it needs to do to fix you as a woman who has to deal with domestic violence. I'm not only just talking about a woman, because you have men who are dealing with the same issue of domestic violence.
Absolutely.
So, again, for those who have not had the opportunity to go over to the Prince George's Family Justice Center, you have to take a tour. It is simply amazing.
And Peggy, I would be remiss if I did not ask that your listening audience connect with Sisters for Sisters Network to be a part of the Family Justice Center Foundation. It has taken significant time to get it structured and off the ground because of our interface with government. But 2018 will not start and finish without us starting the 100,000 Strong campaign, empowering organizations like yours, helping you with your grant writing and funding efforts in domestic violence. Denise McCain, the executive director of the Family Justice Center, is on board with this model and strategy. And so I just wanted to make sure that we shared this resource that will be partnership with Sisters for Sisters Network.
Yeah, and you know Nina Patterson, who is one of us, we have had a chance to sit down with Denise a few months ago.
Sources of power, yes.
And we are so excited to be able to add value to that program. So share with us, is there a number or is there a website, or how can people connect with the Family Justice Center?
The best two things to do are first to call County Click 211. The County Click 211 absolutely will provide you the information that you need. Secondly, if you call County Click 211 and ask them for the number to the Family Justice Center, they will provide it for you. I am driving, Peggy, unfortunately, and don't have the number right in front of me. But if you call County Click 211, or if in a crisis you dial 911, they will direct you to the county services. And the first place you get is the Family Justice Center.
Awesome. Do any of you have a question for Jennifer?
Yeah, I think, hi, Jennifer, this is Charlene Day. Thank you for
Hi,
joining us.
how are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for enlightening us, because I had no clue that anything about the Family Justice Center. Has there been anything like this in other counties? Like, where did they find their motto at? And you know, because I think it's an important center all across the DMV area. Because I mean, you know, I've been that victim. I know what that feels like to go into the police station and then have to be going over to an Ellicott City and then go back over to somewhere, and you're like, all these disclosed places, like, is something bad going to happen to me? And so I know that feeling. And so is there a center like this in other counties? And then the second question would be your model. Where did you get such a wonderful model from?
Absolutely. So let me tell you that we learned about the Family Justice Center from the Montgomery County Family Justice Center. And at the time, 8 years ago now, when we learned about that center, we learned that there was a national Family Justice Center Alliance that you can Google Family Justice Center Alliance, and it'll show you the national organization in San Diego, California. And we worked with Casey Gwynn and the former executive director of Montgomery County's Family Justice Center, Hannah Satsoon, to build one. It was Linda Johnson Thomas, who is the commissioner, vice chair of the commission with me, who is also the director of domestic violence ministry at First Baptist Church of Glen Arden. Linda came to me and told me about the center and said, we've got to go see it. And once I saw it, Linda and I put pen to paper. I put together a strategy conceptual and first went to former State's Attorney Glenn Ivey, then went to now deceased the Honorable Judge Missouri, and they put us in touch with Kathy Surratt, Judge Surratt, and Judge Sheila Tillerson-Addis, and those two people worked with us across administration. We started this work during the Johnson administration, and the reason I celebrate county government and County Executive Baker is because when we were crossing the bridge into a new administration, as chair of the Commission for Women, I asked two things of him: that he allowed us to finish the work that we started, and secondly, that he ensured that this center opened. And so the concept now, I think when we started, there may have been 24 centers in the country. Now there are more than 176 centers all over the world. And what's important about Prince George's Center is that it is victim-centered. We don't focus on law enforcement. We don't focus on prosecution. While we want to prosecute perpetrators, we also want to rehabilitate perpetrators because they're wounded and hurting victims as well. Often they've had assaults, and so that's why you'll see Director Elena Ballon Butler and the Domestic Violence and Human Trafficking Director Jackie Roan focusing on men, bringing men together to counsel other men about not to batter women, how to have healthy relationships, how to avoid getting into a criminal space because you don't know better. And so they're trying to teach better. And so your questions are excellent. The model is one that comes from the Family Justice Center Alliance, and then each center goes through a process of creating a model that fits for their community. Excellent. And so we do hope that they will spread all over the DMV region because we know the problem is crisis, epidemic level. And in these times that we live, it is so important that we help our community to continue to make a paradigm shift, that it's not okay to hit, it's not okay to terrorize, it's not okay to traumatize, that we've got to learn how to have healthy relationships or no relationships. And we've got to learn how to support victims and not be afraid. False evidence appearing real says if you help a victim, you're going to get caught up in some violence yourself. But I contend that God is on our side. And if we continue to support and help victims become survivors, those survivors will become leaders, and we can change the statistics and the numbers on domestic violence.
Wow.
Amazing. Awesome. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Only thing I'm soaking it all in. I'm really just I'm really overwhelmed about the things that are happening in this area because that's my area, it's my baby, and in reference to what I'm doing with that. However, I hear the word healing in this whole process. Healing is taking place through our men and women, and our boys and our girls, our families. And that's what it takes for this. And everything that's being said and how it's being done and the way it's coming together, there's a healing process taking place where people can become whole and they can start being who they are created to be. We're not created to be battered and beaten on at all. We weren't created for that. We are the birth of the earth, and so we are who we are as queens. And they are kings. So when we start treating each other in our mindset, we change that mindset about who we are and our purpose, what we were talking about earlier, then we can live the life that we are to live and do what we need to do to be fulfilled. Because our children need us. Our community needs us. And I'm glad that we're starting to
build something that brings that attention to it. Because for so long, people thought that they were just out there and they just not being, they're forgotten, you know? And it's swept under the rug and nobody don't want to talk about it. It's a hush. It's a repeat cycle. So now that we're bringing this out, it's a wonderful, it's just refreshing to know that the county is doing something across this country.
And it also keeps you from keeping it in the closet.
And
hiding it.
You don't have
it gives
to
you
anymore.
courage.
Absolutely.
It gives you courage to bring it out, to let someone know. Because you know they're not going to look down on you. They're going to look at you and help you. And that's important.
And it doesn't matter your status of who you are.
It happens
your
on high
color.
levels.
It's not a black, white thing, Asian thing.
Right.
It is just
It's
a
a
thing
Right.
that
Exactly.
needs to be dealt
Exactly.
with. And it needs to be fixed. So kudos to what's going on in Prince George's County.
That's awesome
and
to
elsewhere.
hear.
Yeah,
It exists.
it's awesome.
Yes,
It
it's
is
happening.
Congratulations,
Long
Jennifer.
overdue.
Thanks so much.
Yes.
Thanks so
Do you
much.
have a question for Jen?
No, I'm just amazed at hearing this, and most importantly, that I'm just glad that it exists. I did not know this exists, and I thank you, Jennifer, for letting us know, and we can let our listening audience know, and again, to let them know that there is help, and don't be ashamed. Just ask for help. I just thank those persons who put it together, and I'm so glad that it's spreading because it needs to be spread around the country.
Now, I know this may have been mentioned early on in the conversation. I just want to ask, is this just for only those that live in the particular counties, or is it open to people living in the district?
Oh, yeah, that's
in
a good question,
Virginia
because I live in D.C.
Right.
We absolutely take it. That's an absolutely wonderful question. While the Family Justice Center is the gift of Prince George's County to this issue, to the issue that it addresses, human trafficking, sexual assault, elder abuse, teen dating violence, and domestic violence being the largest umbrella, it is open to help victims. And so while our focus is Prince George's County, because we have all of the necessary agencies of the county, you know that we're fortunate in the DMV to have a lot of reciprocity. And so if you're from D.C., if you're from Virginia, and you come to that center, you're going to get help. You're going to get guidance, because it's not just about the legal and court system, but it's about you being able to get resources. Still I Rise, for example, has certified licensed counselors. So if you're insured, they can take your insurance and begin to help you with that healing process, that mindset shift, that path and strategy to getting your life back on track as God designed it to be. If you don't have money, there's a sliding scale for pay, but there's also those of us who donate to Still I Rise so that they can do some pro bono work. So I say go to the center and get the help. The help is there, and it's not perfect. We have a lot of work to do. But when you go into the beautiful rooms and you see the colors and you see the soothing sage green, and you go into the room where there's beautiful orange and comforting green, it just takes your stress level down. And then to know that we're working, we have physicians who have co-signed to let members of their staff to come and provide medical evaluations for individuals who've gone through trauma. Make sure your blood pressure is not out of whack. Make sure that you are not in a physical crisis because of the trauma that you've experienced. So we're working, and we need all hands on deck. That's what I'm excited about the Me Too movement, because it's sending a true message that working together, we can change things. Take things from being swept under the rug and marginalized in the corners of life and get them where people see, hear, and know. And I want to follow the transportation authority's motto that is in airports. If you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. Law enforcement has more compassion because of the lethality training that the Maryland Network Against Domestic Violence is doing, so that when they go to an incident at 3 in the morning, they have information to give to victims so that they're able to go and get the help that they have invested in providing. So there's just so much that we don't have time in in the show to add, but I'm just excited that Sisters for Sisters Network and 4Sisters radio show has made a commitment to not letting domestic violence be what we pay homage to 1 month out of the year, but that we keep this conversation going 24/7, 365, because we can't change things. We have the power. God and right are on our side.
All right.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you so
So
much.
any of you out there have any questions that you want to ask, please feel free. This is not going to be the only time we're going to have her back, or anyone that represents in the domestic violence community as such. But definitely give us a call. Yeah. Even if you're out there and you're ashamed to even talk about it or say something, you don't even have to identify yourself when you call. You could just call us and you can just let us know what you need. Any information that was shared that you didn't get today, just call us at the station at 240-719-2560 and let us know what you need even after we come off the air today, because we are very serious about this issue.
Yes. And then they also can reach us at 240-678-0117. That's our headquarter number.
Okay.
So just call us. We are here. We're sisters. We're here to support. Jennifer, my final question to you. Is there any statistics or numbers that show the number of men and women that have come through the Prince George's Family Justice Center?
Absolutely, Peggy. There are. I have a wonderful presentation that I will send to Sisters for Sisters Network that calculates. But since our opening, the last number that there had been over 1,200 people who had sought support and resource from the Family Justice Center. There were 681 individuals who were able to pursue peace and protective orders for themselves, take advantage of resources. So my numbers may be old, as in pre-October, but I promise to get back to you with even more updates. It has been a phenomenal piece of work that's been being done through this Family Justice Center. We're between proud and driven, because we know there's so much more work to be done. And so our mission in 2018 is to get the word out and to raise as much money, not just for the Family Justice Center. The 100,000 Strong campaign is simply asking if we could get 100,000 Prince Georgians. That's 1/5 of the number of people who vote in every election. If we could get each one of them to give us $1 a month, we can raise $1.2 million to help organizations like Sources of Power, like Nehemiah, like The Next Step. We can help Still I Rise. We can help Sisters for Sisters continue to be a bridge over troubled water for our women. And so that's our vision and mission for the coming year. But we are helping hundreds and hundreds of victims, and we've only been around for 1 year.
Wow.
Right. I was going to ask how long.
Yeah.
1 year. 1 year.
Well, Jennifer, as we close out, I'm always amazed of all the information and resources and statistics that you have in your brain.
Yes.
And you're so willing to share. We definitely, next time around, would love to have you in the studio. And we would just spend some time, because I know Wyoming has some people in mind to come in, and we want to definitely just stay focused on domestic violence, because to me personally, domestic violence is every day. And we got to stay focused. We got to stay on top of this. And I think once we get the understanding that we must focus on this every day, folks will get it. Definitely get it.
Becky, absolutely. It'll be my joy. Whenever you need, just call and let's make it happen. What I know I want to do is to begin to champion this 100,000 Strong campaign.
Yeah.
I just want people to be able to point, click, and pay their $12. If you are strong enough, then you can pay for yourself and other women. Do $120 or $1,200. But I just want to open the door to that and work with every organization that will take a seat at the table. I thank you, Peggy, for being one of the women willing to sit on the advisory board for the Family Justice Center Foundation. services that when victims go to the Family Justice Center, we want them to get the urgent needs met. But the foundation is the place where we're going to do some life transformation. We're going to do some nation building inside of each individual that we can touch so that they can learn health and wellness, learn economic strategies and solutions, learn how to take control of their minds and have that paradigm shift. We're going to take advantage of all of the coaches that are in Prince George's County, all of the fitness experts that are providing services to get people eating right, moving right, and healing from the inside out. We're going to take advantage of the interfaith community's work to make sure that they change what the faith community thinks about domestic violence. And so I'm just excited. I thank you for this opportunity to share today. It's what I love to do, and I look forward to working with you in any way that I can. If we could help one life, it's been worth it.
Well, wow. Amen. Thank you so much, Jennifer. We love you, love you, love you.
Love you more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone and Happy New Year. And I'll talk to all of you soon.
Yes.
Love you.
Thanks again.
Bye-bye. Love you all. Bye-bye.
That was great.
Bye.
That was
great.
good stuff. That was great. How time flies when you are having fun. This has been a great day.
Right. I tell you, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But it's more to come.
Yes, indeed. This is only, like I said last week, this is only the beginning, right?
Yes, this is exciting.
Yeah.
This is and it gets getting more exciting.
Yeah, I know. Every time we come
the time
in
goes
here.
by too
But
fast.
we're helping people.
Yeah.
We are helping
As well as we
people.
help ourselves, we're educating people as well as we're educating ourselves.
That was
And
great.
that's the
That
whole
was a great
concept.
piece. A great
Yeah.
piece to know. And it's also great to see all these ladies in the neighborhoods and helping people.
And then having Dr. Missy.
Yeah,
John.
Missy,
from
right.
Detroit,
all the way
Michigan.
from Detroit.
Exactly.
So before
thanks
thanks to
Charlene.
you, Charlene,
No,
and
thank
everything.
you guys. All this is very good.
But we got a couple of things that I want to mention because we want to do our due diligence and thanking Star Imports for us being here and opportunity for us to have our show here. But about Star Imports, it is the home of the boutique style buying experience. So these are some of the things that you all can connect with them. Star Imports, but it's actually voxwave.com, correct? Hashtag VoxPower.
Yeah.
And the Star Imports, Adele Motors has 50 years in the automotive industry. So where we're located, you can come right here, pick out your vehicle,
drive away.
And also, hey, we are in the business, baby. And Star Imports provides the personal attention you deserve and treats you with the utmost respect, and that is key. So when you talk about wanting to come and get a car, buy a car for you, lovely. I mean, really, bad credit, no problem. No problem. We have credit restoration programs to help you. So the credit application is on their website, which is www.starimports.com. So Star Imports donates a portion of its sales and giving back to the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area to charities such as the D.C. STEM Network, National Museum of African American History and Culture, and Girls, Inc., and they're to help develop kids into becoming successful contributors to society and to help support institutions that preserve history.
That's great.
So not only they sell your car, but they also give back.
They give
and
back.
that's why we're
important.
here, because we want to give back as well.
Yes.
So I am excited.
I'm excited.
Ooh, so ladies,
what time?
What time is it?
What time is it?
What time is it? It's time to walk in your purpose and prosperity.
See you next time.
Thank you for joining us and walk in your purpose and your prosperity.
Yes. Awesome. Amazing.